All right, let's just go ahead and get right into this video because she's speaking facts and I don't want to waste no time. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Women didn't do nothing for themselves before, right? Everything was to kind of like, be desirable. So it's like all of a sudden, now women are getting surgery for themselves. No, they're not. Yourself ain't looking at your fat ass. Yourself can't see your fat ass other than in a picture and in the mirror.
100% agree with that. That's the only reason why you're getting these surgeries is because you want attention from men. I know women say, no, we're doing it for ourselves. Some women even say, oh, we're doing it for other women. So you getting surgeries, you trying to get a fat ass for another woman? Tell me how much sense does that make? What though? A woman don't care if you got a fat ass or not. Only men do. And I remember there was a time to where when I was growing up, women having big booties was not a thing. There was a lot of women back in the day who wanted to get their butt removed because it was not viewed as attractive or sexy. Having big old breasts was. Now that it's flipped, women want to go from the big breast to a big butt. I guess I'm just showing my age, I guess. But let's continue.
You're getting surgery because you want attention from a certain type of man.
Facts.
You're not getting surgery because you want to look at yourself with a fat ass or because you're insecure with your body. Good. Because if your body shape became in style tomorrow, you would do everything you can to revert back. If boxy girls, if up and down straight slim girls, if hips was not hot, y'all are getting your hips removed. So
say it again. Didn't I just say that? That's how it was back in the day. They were trying to keep up. See, but back in the day when women got breast implants, it was kept top secret. Only a few people knew that her breast implants were fake. I mean, that her breast was fake, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Only a few people knew. Now, everybody knows what you're doing. But that's just how technology and how people just don't care anymore. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, see how, like she just said, if this came in style, you're going to try to go do that. If that came in style, okay, get all this taken out of me, let me switch it over to this here instead. Yes. So you're not doing that because, okay, like I said, back in the day when I was growing up, men loved women with big old breasts. Well, some nice breasts, let me put it like that. They ain't had to be big, they just had to be nice. Then, when that really came out of style, guess what women doing now? Men like women with big old booties. Guess what they doing now? And like she just said, if it came in style where your hips was not a thing, you're going to go get your hips and your rib cage removed. Why? Because you're trying to keep the attention of these men. At least be honest with it. We notice what you're doing, so at least be honest. But let's continue.
It's like, stop acting like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing that for yourself. And now there are times where you have a baby and things drop or things pop and you want to put it back. We're not talking about you.
That's different.
But the majority of y'all, especially you 19-year-olds that didn't even get a chance to get hips and 20-year-olds that didn't even get the chance to get it, y'all are doing it because you want validation from a certain type of guy. You see the girls that are winning and the ones that are getting the Bentleys and the Maybachs, and you want to be like them. So you're trying to get your ass fat and you're trying to get them titties big, and it's just not.
But they don't promote how many girls that get that change with their body and then they don't live that life.
And
all right, I want to speak on that. Just like with Kim Kardashian when they got a BBL. She showing off her BBL. Yeah, Y'all women was quick to go get one. Because y'all see all the men that Kim Kardashian was getting with. Amber Rose is another one. Y'all see all the men that she was getting with. So let's just be real and be honest. Y'all see this stuff, and then y'all want to, oh, I can do it too. I can do it too. I look better than her. I can do this better than her. So, yeah, let me go and do this here. Let me go and get this here. Oh, my God. But let's continue.
they gonna beat me up for this, and I'm okay with that. But it's just like Love yourself. Give yourself a chance. Did you go to the gym for a year? Did you lock in with your diet for a year?
Right.
Did you meditate? Did you massage your body in the way you wanted it to go? Because you can really grow from a massage. Like arm fat. You do this every single day, and you put your lotion on in certain motions, and you can contour your neck. It's like nobody tried the natural thing.
I do see.
They don't do natural stuff no more. They don't want to do natural stuff. They want to be fake. Because it's much easier. I'm not going to say quicker, but I think it's much easier. That's why they want to do it. People love the path of least resistance. People love the path of least resistance. Let's continue.
I see a lot of fake bodies at the gym now. So I feel like women got to take into consideration, if you big, it ain't nothing wrong being big.
No.
But if you big and you want to lose weight, just go to the gym, because they get their surgeries now, and then a year later they get big, and then you just at the gym
now you
with a big ass booty. Yeah. That's not matching your legs. You still gotta work.
And you're gonna be more tired because you even more heavy, because you know what I'm saying?
Like, I love everybody. Let's be mindful of.
No, I don't have nothing wrong with big people. If you're happy or you're big, that's fine. But if you're secretly getting surgeries and you're doing everything but being healthy, what happens when gravity hits? What happens when that pool comes a little bit down and them titties fall again? You gonna do it again? Imagine if you took that $10,000 and you started your brand up and you put that LLC together.
But a lot of
Oh, I love how she just said that. I've talked about that before in previous videos. Imagine if you took that money and you started a business, your savings account, or what's going on right now with the government shutdown, that $10,000, you could have had some food in the house. Y'all wouldn't be going crazy over food stamps. Nobody wants to talk about that anymore. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. Let's just keep it honest. Let's just keep it real. But what if you took that $10,000 and you went and got some therapy? You did something productive for yourself. Not getting all these unnecessary surgeries, buying unnecessary clothes or whatever. Like she said, start a business, college funds for your kids, whatever the case may be. Nobody thinks about that, huh? Okay, let's continue.
Counter what you're saying, a lot of women look at it as an investment, you know, because they use it.
Because they want to get a rich nigga. That's not an investment. Because you know why it's not an investment? Let me tell you why it's not an investment. Because you're going to get that rich nigga and then he's going to get tired of you, because now it's a battered 19-year-old that it's somebody turn 18 every day. So it's now she's 18 and she look like that regular. And now I'm replacing you, and now you're back to square one because you're 36 years old and you thought that your body was an investment and you're left with nothing. So you're back to square zero.
Yeah, she spoke facts on that one. I give her props. Yeah. So might as well just be natural. Might as well be yourself. Just, cause see, this is one thing that men has even told women. We love a woman that's natural. We love a woman that's confident. When you go and get all this stuff done to you, you're not confident in yourself. You can argue with me till you're blue in the face, but you're not confident with yourself. Because if you was, you would not be doing all this crazy nonsense to your body. There was just a report, excuse me. There was just a report that I saw a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? I forget exactly when. But this New York police officer, she was a mother of 3, married, went and got a BBL in, I think they said Colombia. Was gone for a week. They ended up finding her unconscious in her hotel room in Colombia. She died from the BBL. So you rather put your life at risk over something you don't really need. You just want it. And you want to, yeah, okay, whatever. Whoo-wee, I swear. But hey, y'all do y'all thing. And I remember, I forget how long ago this was, like 5-6 years ago. Probably not that long, but a good 4 or 5 years ago, whatever. There was a BET special that I talked about. But these women getting all this fake surgeries and stuff, and now they gotta live with the consequences. You know, lost limbs or had a heart attack or they died or whatever the case is. It's like, why would you put yourself at risk for nothing? It makes no sense. But hey, I digress. You're going to do what you want and then cry about the consequences later.